Today, in this video, I will inform you about intense clashes erupt in North Shua, Oromia Special Zone, reinforcements aid regime forces, tragic massacre unfolds in Majet Town, North Shua Zone, protracted conflict in Terikabela, Kiwet Wareda, escalation in McCoy Town. Since September 1st, Amharic speakers face arrest and torture in Dera Wareda, sixth day of conflict in Dega Damot Wareda, tragic incidents in Bure and airstrikes in Woinwuha, major defections and Fano advancements in Gonda, detention of ethnic Amharas in concentration camps. Now, first of all, on September 3rd, a fierce confrontation unfolded between Fano militia and regime forces in the regions of Jara Wanz, Waka Emmanuel, and Kurkur, situated in Antsokia Gemza Wareda, North Shua. Although Fano inflicted significant losses upon the regime forces, they eventually withdrew when the regime received reinforcement from the neighboring Oromia Special Zone. Tragic massacre unfolds in Majet Town, North Shua Zone. In a distressing turn of events on September 3rd, regime forces reportedly killed at least 31 innocent civilians in Majet Town, located within Ephrata Gidim Wareda, North Shua Zone. Shockingly, these killings took place within the streets, homes, and even churches, despite no active combat with Fano at that time. Subsequently, military officials held a meeting with some community members, acknowledging the atrocity and promising that such actions would never happen again. Protracted conflict in Terikabele, Kiwet Wareda. Starting from 2 p.m. on September 2nd, Fano and regime forces engaged in continuous combat in Terikabele, Kiwet Wareda for nearly 2 days. Although the fighting has subsided, regime forces persist in shelling rural villages controlled by Fano. Additionally, on September 2nd, regime forces initiated an operation to seize the Karamichig area, located between Jama and Mida Waremo in North Shua. However, they were compelled to retreat after a brief skirmish, temporarily abandoning their efforts. Escalation in McCoy Town. Since September 1st in McCoy Town, Antsokia Gemza Wareda, ongoing fighting has persisted since September 1st, triggered by the regime forces' brutal execution of 4 youths. These executions galvanized local farmers to join the ranks of Fano, while youth fled the town to avoid being targeted. Amharic speakers face arrest and torture in Dera Wareda. In Dera Wareda, North Shua, regime forces have been apprehending, beating, and subjecting any Amharic speakers they encounter to torture. Furthermore, the Oromo Liberation Army, OLA, has reportedly abducted an undisclosed number of Amharas, worsening the situation. Consequently, many Amhara residents in the district have fled their villages, seeking refuge in forest and desert areas. Sixth day of conflict in Dega Damot Wareda. As of September 4th, the conflict in Dega Damot Wareda has entered its 6th day. Regime forces successfully entered the small town of Tiyame on the previous day, immediately executing and injuring numerous civilians found in the streets. In recent developments, fierce battles erupted in Berek and Dekunkana, where regime forces deployed a substantial force equipped with heavy weaponry, including 3 tanks. While Ferozbet remains beyond their control, regime forces managed to enter Debre work after intense clashes and strategic withdrawals by Fano. Notably, 3 civilians were reportedly killed in fighting on September 2nd in Dejan Wareda. Tragic incidents in Bure and airstrikes in Woinwuha in Bure, more than 5 civilians fell victim to regime forces, including Haile Mengistu, who was fatally shot while driving his Bajaj. Regime forces also conducted airstrikes in the Woinwuha area, resulting in the deaths of 4 civilians, all of whom were women. Ethio News Media reported 2 additional civilian executions on September 1st, one from Jiga and another from Dembika. major defections and Fano advancements in Gondar. 3 majors, Shalikas, stationed in Gondar city, defected from the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and joined Fano following clashes. Fano leaders now exercise control over East and West Enbia, Alifa, and Takusa Waredas in the central Gondar zone, encompassing the entire West, Central, and North Gondar zonal administrations. Additionally, Fano has successfully retaken Debri Tabor city in South Gondar. Detention of ethnic Amharas in concentration camps. Reports from Ethio News indicate that over 10,000 ethnic Amharas arrested from Addis Ababa and Oromia region cities are currently held in 2 concentration camps located in Gelen sub-city, Shega. The campsites contain 4,000 and 6,000 Amharas, respectively, under deplorable conditions. Detainees are dying on a daily basis from communicable treatable diseases like cholera and typhoid.